Hello everyone, it's me Fudge, and in this video I'm going to go over how I did those two tricks, the elevator trick and the fourth card prediction trick. The first secret to the elevator trick is that right at the start it looked like I had the ace, 2, and 3, but actually I had a card underneath the 3. First I collected the ace, then the 2, and I made sure that the 2 was a little bit sticking out from the ace, and then cover the 3. And the reason the 2 is outjogged a little bit there is so I can take all 4 cards without revealing that there is a fourth card. Sometimes if you just collect the 2 normally like this and then the 3, it flashes. You don't want that, so you want to first grab the ace, then the 2, leave it out, and then grab the 3. You're going to turn it all over and you're going to hold the cards in this position. I'm a righty, so I hold the cards in my left hand. If you're a lefty, you hold the cards in your right hand. And you want to hold the cards in this position with 3 fingers over here on this side, on the inside, so like close to your stomach, and on the outside, your thumb, and then the index finger on the top. And then again, like I showed you yesterday, you're going to do what's called a pinky break below 2 cards. So I'm going to pull up 1, and I'm going to pull up a second card. So I'm basically using my thumb to bring 2 cards above my pinky right there. So the pinky is dividing 2 cards and the other 2 cards. And from the front, you can't really see what I'm doing. But from the back, it creates that division. With the pinky break, I'm going to use my free hand to flip over both cards as if they're one card. And I say, look, this is the 3 of hearts, when actually this is 2 cards, 3 of hearts and the 7. Now, it doesn't really matter what card this is as long as it's an extra card, but I like to have a black card because it contrasts with the red. So again, you show the 3 of hearts, and then you're also going to get another pinky break under those 2 cards so you can flip it over. Now you're going to say you're putting down the 3 of hearts, but you're actually putting down the 7. And then you're going to wash, rinse, repeat. Bring up 2 cards. You're going to flip over both as 1. Say, look, this is the 2 of hearts, this is actually 2 and the 3. You're going to bring up 1, 2 over your pinky. You're going to flip it over. That's a double lift. And now you set the 2 down. Finally, you're holding 2 cards, the actual 2 and the ace, but instead you're going to say, and the ace. And you're going to hold it like it's 1 in your other hand. And then you're going to set it on top of the deck. Now in the beginning, you make sure to explain that this is all an elevator trick and that this is going to be an elevator with the up and down buttons. And from here, everything kind of works already for you. You say you're going to take the ace, put it on the bottom, but you're actually putting the 2 on the bottom, which is going to set up the next part. And now the ace of hearts is on top after you press the button. You're setting the 2 on top when actually it's the 3, and that's setting up for the next part, and the 2 moves to the bottom. And then the last part, the teleporting 3, you're going to want to hold the cards in your dominant hand. So if you're righty, you want to hold the cards in your right hand. If you're lefty, you're going to hold the cards in your left hand, and you're going to hold it like this. So if you're holding it in your right hand, you want your thumb, middle finger, and 4th finger to be touching the cards on the right side. If you are a lefty, you want your thumb, middle finger, and ring finger to be holding it on the left side. So left on the left side, right on the right side. And then with your free index, you're going to pick up a portion of the cards. It doesn't really matter how many. If your hands are smaller, you probably can only pick up a few. That's fine. But try to pick up a certain portion and then with your other hand, grab it. Now, the longer your fingers, the easier it will be to pull it out and swing it toward the other hand. So you're going to pull it out, swing it toward the other hand. From the left hand view, it looks like this. Free index picks up some cards and swings it toward the other hand, and then I grab it. Right hand side, I'm in this position, I use my index, I grab it, I swing it to the other side, And remember, it's okay if you can't really do this quite so good, as long as you can basically take a portion of the top of the deck and put it in your other hand. Then you're going to do something that's a little bit of misdirection. The second you do this, you're going to tap the cards like this. So the hand that just received the cards is going to be perpendicular to the table, and you're going to create a clicking sound here. So the full speed looks something like this. And this sort of gesture of confusion allows people to not remember which of these sides was the top half and which one was the bottom half. So typically when I do this, people assume that this is the top and this is the bottom, when it's actually this is the top and this is the bottom. And this is the left hand point of view. So I'm picking up the cards, I click, and then I put them down. So you're going to practice that enough times that you can do this relatively quickly. Now, you already have the 3 of hearts on this side, so you're going to pretend to take the 3 of hearts, put it on this side, say you just have to snap your fingers, and then it jumps to the other side. Now, one thing I will mention is that over Zoom, it is very easy for me to start the trick with an extra card below the 3, because I just start the video and it's already set up for me. But maybe you're showing this to a friend and you want to get this set up where there's a card behind the 3. How do you do that? Well, all you have to do is start the trick with the ace, the 2, and the 3 on the bottom of the deck in this order. And what you're going to do is you're going to count. Look, I have 1, 2, 3 cards. And while you're holding 3 cards, you're going to push off with your thumb the top card of the deck, and then try to get it to go over your pinky so you can create that pinky break. So again, right now there's no pinky break. I push off with my thumb, it's above my pinky, I bring it back, and now it's still above my pinky. I have a pinky break. So essentially what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, I have 3 cards, and then while I say I have 3 cards, I'm getting the pinky break, and then I bring these cards back on top, keeping the pinky break, so now it's below 4 cards, and I pick up all 4 cards as 1. So now you're back to step 2, where you have the ace, the 2, the 3, and the card below the 3. All you do is flip over the cards and start doing the double lifts. Look, I have the 3 of hearts, we set that down. I have the 2 of hearts, we set that down, and the ace of hearts, set that down. When actually, this is the 2, and this is the extra card. So that's how you do the elevator trick. The second trick I really like because you don't need a prepared deck, and every time you do it, you're already setting yourself up for the next time you want to do it. So here's how it works. First, you have the spectator genuinely shuffle the cards. And when they're finished shuffling, you simply say, look, you shuffled the cards and all the cards are mixed up. And while you're saying all the cards are mixed up, you're actually looking for the 4th card, and you're going to memorize it. So what I like to do is I say, look, you mixed up the cards. I start spreading them out from the top to the bottom, and I'm paying attention to the 4th card, the 2 of clubs here. So I'm saying 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs. And I'm memorizing that while I'm talking. So I say, look, you could have, you shuffled it, and there's so many different ways that the cards can be shuffled. There's no way to know. And then you're going to say, but I'm going to shuffle it one more time. And then you're going to do a real riffle shuffle. You're going to split the deck in 2. You're going to bring the halves toward each other. You're going to bring your thumbs on the inside, your other fingers on the outside, your index toward the center. You're going to apply pressure using your index fingers and your thumb to bring down the cards. But remember, this half is the top half, and this half contains the 2 of clubs, the 4th card that you're remembering. So when you do this riffle shuffle, you're going to do so making sure that you're leaving the 4th card on top. So sometimes you can exaggerate it if you're really unsure. Like you can do something like this, where like half of this is like undisturbed. But as you get better at it, you can do riffle shuffles that maybe look more real and it doesn't disturb the fourth card. So anyway, you do one more ripple shuffle. You keep the two of clubs in the fourth position. Then you tell the spectator, look, you can cut the cards however you want. Let's say like this. Now you already know that the two of clubs is the fourth card here. So you simply tell them, I'm going to look at the fourth card here, and that'll tell me what the fourth card is over here. And when you're looking at this fourth card, now you're remembering the nine of spades. So you're remembering the nine of spades for the next time, and you know that this is the two of clubs. So you put this down, you say, okay, now I know that this is the two of clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, it is. And then you say, well, we can do this again. And now you're already set up because you know that the nine of spades is the fourth card of this packet. So you just put it on top, and then you do another ripple shuffle, keeping the nine of spades in the fourth position. Cut it however you want. You know this is the nine of spades, so you look at the fourth card here, the king of hearts. So the fourth card here told me that this fourth card is going to be the nine of spades. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is. And then we'll do it one more time. And again, the fourth card is going to be the king of hearts because you remembered it. So that's how you do the fourth card prediction. It's great because every time you do it, you're setting yourself up for the next time. So sometimes I perform tricks and another person jumps in and says, hey, I want to see what just happened. So you can, do the same exact trick in front of them and they'll be dumbfounded. So I really like those two tricks. They both rely on the method called the one ahead method, which basically means that you're always one step ahead of the spectator. So in the 4-card prediction trick, you always know the card that's going to be in the next trick that you're going to predict. And in the ace 2 3 trick, you're always setting up the next phase while you're revealing the phase you're in. So that's the one ahead method, and these are the two tricks that are prime examples of that.